Hi guys, it's the Angel Light Over Darkness 33. How are you doing today? Today I want to talk to you about angel number 777. This angel is a highly spiritual number with mystical number 7 being tripled. So we know when we have a number that's tripled, it's especially special. And as it's especially special, we're going to find out now why. Let's get into it. Excuse my lozenges. I'm just trying to be careful. Okay? The number 7 itself resonates with collective consciousness. That means God and the angels. They're all involved in this. And as they're all involved in this, that means that, baby, you got everybody behind you. Okay? It's for spiritual awakeness and awareness and enlightenment. Acceptance, development, mysticism, intuition, inner knowing, inner wisdom, empathetic abilities, psychic abilities. This is all about us angels. You know, I've had a lot of these gifts for a long time, and it's a wonderful thing when you can actually hear God telling you what to say. And right now he's saying he loves you all. So God wants you to know he loves you all. And that's a wonderful thing. That means he's going to take care of you. No matter what man has put into effect, God is in control. What is God? Love. God is love. He is our creator. He's the one that's above all things. Nothing is above him. He's the top, baby. And as he's the top, he's in control. Okay? So we're doing this with inner self, deep contemplation, introspection, eccentric. We know we're all a little special. Thoughtfulness, understanding others, natural healer and healing. You know, this is all about you coming into who you are. You realizing that you're more than just a human. You are an angel in the body of a human. And all these things are gifts. We have the gift of spiritual enlightenment. When you are spiritually enlightened, it's such a wonderful thing. It's like you wake up. You wake up and your spirit wakes up. It's like a second birth. Your spirit wakes up. And when your spirit wakes up, you realize who you are. And you realize what you can do. And you realize that you can use those gifts to the betterment of all creation. And that's a powerful thing. You know, I think about all these shows and cartoons, superheroes and everything. This is a part of being a superhero. You have psychic abilities. It's such a great thing to have that. When somebody can talk to you and you can tell them what's going to happen. Or you can tell them what they should do and which way they should go to make things better for themselves. It's a wonderful thing. It makes me happy when I do that. It's not me, it's the spirit within me. I'm at peace. This number is about peace. It's about your emotions and your feelings. See, sometimes people say, don't go by your feelings. Yes, go by your feelings. That's why we always say, how are you feeling today? Because how you feel determines how your day will be. It determines what you're going to do regarding that day. It determines whether you're going to be sick or not. How do you feel? Do you feel that way? So, seeing that that is a feeling, and they ask you, if you're feeling this way, or if you're feeling that way, then do this, do that. We have to go within, meditate, shut it down, and really find out how we're feeling. Sometimes, when you're acting in an earthly way, completely, your feelings may be fear. Because you're so scared of what's going on, you start developing these things. And if you're developing them and you're thinking about them, and you're thinking about, do I have this, do I have that, you're thinking, you're creating it. When you're thinking it, you're creating it. That's why a lot of us are saying, you know, get what you need from the news, but don't watch it constantly. Because if you watch it constantly, it's going to get in your mind. And then you're going to start thinking, that's me. I've got that. I've got this. And we can't do that. We can be preemptive. Now, I'm not saying that. We can be preemptive. Now, that's smart. God will tell you what to use. He may tell you to put some onions and some lemons together and put a little oregano in there and put a little red pepper in there and make a tea, you know, and sip off that tea. And that may be for the good of your body. But you have to be able to hear God. If you can't hear God, then sometimes your mind will play tricks on you and make you think that it's God, and it's not God. You have to have the spirit of discernment. Now, when you have the spirit of discernment, you can tell God's voice because his angels know his voice. I'm not going to say sheep anymore. I know that's what we've read out of the King James. But I'm going to say his angels. To me, a sheep will follow anybody who's got the staff. And I don't want you to be that gullible. You are angels. You have a certain way of knowing who your master is. And as you start knowing who your master is, then you will begin to hear him when he talks. I'm trying to get my little background music back on here because, I'm doing the wrong thing. You'll be able to hear his voice and know that it's him who is talking to you. And as he's talking to you, he'll tell you what to do and what not to do, who to trust and who not to trust. Okay? And as he's doing that, I'm a little warm. As he's doing that, you know, it will be great for you to quiet down and listen. That's why we tell you to meditate. That's why we tell you to meditate on the 528 HZ music. That music is comforting to your soul, to your heart, to your mind. And it is the music of love. You know, we have to exude love. As we exude love, we conquer a lot of things. You know, we conquer a lot of things. And as we start to conquer a lot of things, we start to heal. We start to increase. Because this number is also about manifesting, okay? In time and space. Good fortune, mental analysis, philosophy, and the philosophical. Ooh, I said it. Okay? Technically, I love that. Scientific, science. Because God is a God of science. You guys know that, right? If He created the earth, the planets, the formation, which is space, and He created the animals, He created us. That's science. We're made in a scientific way, which means we have wavelengths inside of us, which means that we have tones inside of us, which means that we have we have megahertz in us. You know, certain music, the tone of a certain tone will make you do different things. That's why if you listen to different tones and determine what your tone is that makes you feel at peace, at calmness, and makes you think, makes you become more alive, then you will know that's your number of music to listen to. It also is about manifesting good fortune. It's about also a keen mind and alchemy. Alchemy. Oh, that's being a creator. We already know that we are many creators. M-I-N-I, creators. God is the creator, and He created us to create as well, because He's our Father. And if He's our creator, then we too are creators. But are we creating? Are we creating, or are we just following like sheep behind someone else's creation? You need to come in alignment. Align your mind, body, and your soul. Every chakra within you. Get it together. I have been telling you guys, meditate, meditate, meditate. Align your chakras. Get grounded. Go outside. Stand on the ground. Get some sunshine. And come back in. You don't have to be around anybody. You know? Cover up your mouth, your nose. And I found out if I put like some Kleenex or some kind of napkin in between my mouth, my nose, and my scarf that I'm putting around me, that causes the air I breathe to come back in my nose. What's coming out my nose go back in my mouth. So I'm breathing my own air as opposed to breathing the air that's out there. And my eyes are covered with my sunglasses. So therefore, I'm covered. And I don't feel a certain way when I come back in. My eyes aren't red. I don't have the nasal stuff going on or anything like that. So do that and go outside and get you a little bit of sunshine away from everybody else, you know, and enjoy that. Enjoy that. Because God created the sun. You know, that's your vitamin D. You know. So, I'm not saying hang out. I'm not saying go against anything. But they allow you to go out and get a little sun and come on back in. Not go out there and hang out with your friends and all this other stuff. Let's be more vigilant. And let's be more smarter. You're smart people. And I know that you understand when something just ain't right. Don't go running towards stuff that just ain't right. Protect yourself and be vigilant. You have created your home, right? You have created your apartment. You have created your dwelling, wherever it is. That's your place. Why can't you enjoy it 24 hours a day? Maybe for even 3 months. Why can't you enjoy your place? Why can't you stay at home? It's your home. What are you running from? You don't need to be running out shopping and doing this and that all the time. Get what you need and go home. What we did was we shopped during the beginning of the month, and we get enough to last till the next beginning of the month. That prohibits you from going out and hanging out. You know, my people perish for lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Angels, I implore you, use your knowledge. Use your mind. Stop worrying about money. Right now, money isn't the most important thing. Money can't bring back a life, not at this time, unless they're doing some Frankenstein type of stuff. It can't work. So get what you need and stay in. You know? This number also reminds you that it's time to spiritually evolve. It's time for you to grow spiritually. No more of this just praying, just shouting, just reading the Bible, just doing that. You got to elevate. It's time to elevate. It's time to put into practice what you sat in church and learned for so long. It's time to do that. Because you should, as long as people have been in church, they should have learned enough to keep them when they can't go. You should have enough God in you to sustain you for years without having to physically be up under the auspiciousness. Did I say that right? I don't know. Being up under a pastor in this climate. In this climate, both you and your pastor need to be staying at home. I'm just going to say it. It don't make no sense. You can serve God anywhere, honey. You don't have to serve him in the building. And right now, you should have your own prayers that you're praying. Because even if you watch them on the television or whatnot, yeah, you're going to get a feeling of safety. You're going to get a feeling of excitement. But you need to get a feeling of your own spirit and God. You need to connect with God on another level. to the point where you should be able to think of something and it's created. That's where you're supposed to be at right now. And my angels, this is what I'm teaching you. How to think things into existence. How to meditate. Get on a certain level. And when you reach that level, then you're going to visualize yourself before God. And you're going to talk to him. And he's going to tell you things to do. And you're going to do those things. And you create within your lifetime. We're in the 5D now. There's no room for childish behavior. It's time for us to have grown folks spirituality. You're no longer a child. When you became a man and a woman, you put away childish behavior. So let's stop acting like children. It's time to grow up spiritually and to believe that you can do all things because God gives you the ability to do so. You can move mountains. You can create seas. You just have to believe it within yourself and be on that level. You know, you think about in business, you come in as an apprentice, you graduate to being an assistant manager, you end up being a manager, but do you make it to the president? No, because there's already a president. And as there's already a president, there's only room for you to get to a certain level. But with God, you can continue to grow past that. See, this number indicates that you have listened to the divine guidance and are now putting your wisdom that you got from God to work in your life. And the time has come for you to reap the rewards for your hard work and efforts with God. You're being commended by the angels as your successes are inspiring, helping and teaching others. By example, that's the work. You learn how to do it. Then you go out and teach somebody else. Like I'm teaching you. Teaching them how to meditate properly. To lay down on the bed. Or, yeah, I prefer to lay down in the bed. Lay down in the bed prone. Feet out, arms out. Eyes closed. Listening to the meditation music. Sometimes some of that music may have words in it, speaking words, and they're guiding you into a garden where you see the divine, and he's comforting you and letting you know that he loves you, he loves you, he loves you, and that he won't let anything happen to you, and that he will hold you in his arms, and that you are his child, and that anything you want from him, as long as you're not being a disobedient child, he will open the door for you. He will make it easier for you. But see, you have to do the work. Then you can tell somebody else how to do the work. You have to. But I want you to know that your wishes are coming into fruition in your life as a direct result of positive efforts and attitude towards your life. You can expect many more miracles to occur for you, both large and small. This is for my angels who've been around longer than just recently getting into it. Okay? This is for the adult angels, not the newbies, the adult angels who've been doing the work, who've been seeing angel numbers, who've been having visitations by the angels, who have heard the angels talking to them, who have created their vision boards. You see. This is for those people. It's your day. 777 says it's time to reap your paycheck for what you have done spiritually, because you're spiritually inept. No, spiritually apt, not inept. Apt means you have reached a certain level. Mm-hmm. You're not a master yet, but you're on your way. Continue, my angels, to do the work, and let your work, your spiritual work for you. Let it work for you. Now, I also want you to draw a glass of water and keep that water by your bed 7 nights. Okay? Keep it by your bed 7 nights. And put 3 dimes in front of that water. And then come back and talk to me about what happened. We're going to end on that note. And I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you have thumbs up the video. Give me a thumbs up. I hope you have shared the video with your friends, your family, anyone who needs encouragement. I hope that you also have joined my angelic tribe. Be one of my angels. I would love for you to be one. That way, you will know every time a video is uploaded. You can contact me by putting a comment in or anything like that. So the next time you'll see me is this evening. I'll be going live about 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock, or a little after. And then we can talk about anything you desire to talk about, okay? I love you from your head to your toes and everything within, everything between your head and your toes. I love you. Now, this has been Angel Light Over Darkness 33, telling you about the number 777, which is an angelic super number. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye!